Alright, how's it going? My name is, fuck my damn real name. Y'all can call me Boogie. Everybody does, everybody has for 14 years. This is simply just an introduction. I don't know if anybody's ever going to watch this crap. Really don't give a if you do, don't care if you like it, don't care if you subscribe to it, don't give two shits and a fuck. I decided to start making videos to simply show the bullshit that people at Labor Works are put through to simply try to make a little bit of money every day. Now, I've been with Labor Works for 9 fucking years, almost a decade of my life with this fucking company. I have fucking busted my ass for minimum fucking wage to make $50 a day and spent 13 hours out of my day going down to Labor Works, 4:30 in the morning, not really getting sent out till 5:30, not get to the job site until 6:15, start work at 6:30, get off at 3, don't get back till 4. It's a fucking long ass goddamn motherfucking day for $50 fucking dollars. Now, the problem that I have with it is I have no problem with working. I did this shit forever. I'm a hard worker. You can ask anybody that's worked with me. I will bust my ass for a company and I will fucking do the damn job. I'll get it fucking done. The problem I'm having now is 9 years in, the man who pretty much ran Labor Works the whole time I was there. And he wasn't always the manager, but we all knew Bill ran shit. Bill was fucking Labor Works. Bill started on the damn line out of fucking, I believe, probably SPA. Fucking, he worked his way up into the motherfucking office. He was an asshole. He was a dick, but you know what? He was an honest asshole. He was an honest dick. He never once fucking played you like a fool. He fucking knew who was workable, who wasn't workable. He knew who was worth sending out to a job that was paying decent money, and he knew who just needed to stay on the minimum wage type shit. Well, as of, I don't know, mid-February, early March, somewhere around there, Bill had a tragic accident. Bill, you know what, I ain't even gonna go into that because it ain't my business to put out there like that. But Bill is no longer management of Labor Works. The dispatcher, basically sub-manager, whatever you want to call him, fucking was named Steve. Steve's a cool guy. I don't know how long Steve's been there, but I swear I remember working with Steve on the line back when I first started. Steve's a cool, down-to-earth motherfucker. He won't do you wrong, He try to be honest with you, but also, he play politics too much. He wants you to come in because, from my understanding, they make money off just us simply my bad. I thought I fucking saw blood under my eye. I was like, what the fuck? But anyway, from my understanding, they make money just off of us going in there and signing our fucking name on the sheet saying that we are there. Now, none of us get paid for being there. None of us get paid for sitting around that goddamn office waiting to get called. There's no guarantee that you have a job no matter how long you've been going to a job. They will cut your head for their friend. They will fuck you over. They will be upset with you or not like something you posted online or, it's fucking petty shit, man. Shit that should never go into the fucking business. And they will cost you work, which will cost you livelihood, man. I don't know how many times I was renting a hotel room or, renting a room from somebody and Labor Works just decided, no, we're going to cut you and put him on because that's our buddy and he needs to work for a little bit. You can wait. And, oh my bad, I can't see for shit, y'all, just so you know. I am a blind motherfucker, so it looked like at that time to start it over. I thought I was on like a second video or some shit, and I don't want this shit to be, broken up like that. I'm trying to make this little introduction quick. But anyway, I decided to start making these videos, and today's just, like I said, the introduction. Tomorrow morning, I will record at Labor Works and kind of walk around and show the bullshit, and hopefully I get to catch Jen fucking running her goddamn mouth to people like she does. Now, Jen is Steve's girlfriend, wifey, baby mama, long term. I don't know what the fuck they are, but they together. All right. Now, Jen came in. Bill, well, anyway, once Bill was no longer working there, Steve became manager. Shortly later, his girlfriend, baby mama, what the fuck ever, became dispatcher, took Steve's job. Now, like I said, I've been with Labor Works for 9 years. I probably only seen this woman actually come up to Labor Works and go to work a handful of time in that, like 5 months, a handful of times in that fucking 9 years. Her first day on the job, she thinks she gonna be able to fucking talk to us the way Bill did. She thinks that she gonna be able to come up there and throw her weight around and show that she's something, like she the queen of motherfucking Labor Works. Well, I ain't the one, and you can ask anybody. I done told that bitch back in March, April, somewhere around there, that I would never call her my motherfucking boss because I've been there 9 years. She's been there 3 weeks at that time. She thinks she got something. She thinks she's immune, you know what I mean? She thinks she can do whatever the fuck she wants. She's just gonna run shit. She done changed a lot of motherfucking shit up there at Labor Works. Not saying it's all for the worse, but most of it is. She's a lazy, disrespectful, unprofessional, horrible human fucking being. Sorry, I fucking went off into a little fucking daydream and just would love to see a woman smack that bitch down because I don't believe in a man hitting a woman. But anyway, this woman is hella disrespectful. She likes to keep me out of work just to simply show that she holds the power. The first time she did this, she kept me out of work for fucking 3 weeks. Now, when you only making $70 a day, going 3 weeks without an income, you hurt. No cigarettes. For me, I'm a goddamn Mountain Dew addict. I drink when I'm making decent money. I drink 3 to 5 2 liters of Mountain motherfucking Dew a day. So I will say that is my only true addiction. I can go without cigarettes for the day. I mean, it sucks. I want a cigarette, but I ain't gonna go out there and beat somebody up for one. And for a lot of you motherfuckers that know me down there at Labor Works that might come across this video, I am no dope fiend. I do not shoot dope. I do not shoot anything. I'm not saying that I haven't, but I don't. I don't like heroin. Heroin is the dumbest fucking drug I've ever fucking come across. I am a pothead who likes to speed on occasion. And honestly, 70% of the time when I do utilize methamphetamines, it's simply because, man, I couldn't shut down the night before. I was laid up thinking, or just on the move all night long. Because, shit, when it's cold, you gotta move. Like, you can't just sit still because you freeze. Not literally, but you get colder just sitting there. So, if I couldn't shut down, then gotta be back in Labor Works at 4:30 in the morning. And I'm feeling like, I'm about to crash out sitting there at Labor Works. You better fucking believe I will fucking buy $10 worth of meth to wake my ass up to get me through the day. And I don't give a fuck who knows it. I'm a very honest drug addict. I even hate that term because I'm not an addict. If I ain't got it, I ain't got it. If I can't get it, I can't get it. I don't stress about it. I don't run all over town freaking out. I don't curl up in a ball and cry about it. And trust and believe, I've seen some people just cry. I just want to smoke some meth or something. It's stupid, man. People put way too much emphasis on the need for this shit. Me and a lot of motherfuckers agree, especially down there at Labor Works, that, my bad, again, I thought it started back over. But me and a lot of motherfuckers down there at Labor Works agree. And I believe that a lot of people in the world agree. If you can't do your drug without it doing you, you have no business doing it. If you can't control yourself on it, if you can't fucking function in the fucking world, if you can't get done what you need to get done, get the fuck off your shit, go get fucking help, and find something that you can utilize to help you get through this motherfucking day. Because shit, man, life's hard. We all know that one. And I do not fucking trust fucking prescription medication for shit. I don't even take a fucking Aleve for a damn headache. Alright, but just to, kind of throw it out there. The problems with me and Jen started. I was working for a company out in Indiana through LaborWorks, and it was called UniRef, Unified Refractories. Whatever the fuck a refractory is, I don't fucking know, but it just that's what they're called. Now, they make wet bricks for incinerators. They make fucking the cement mix for the cementer. They make all types of shit. It's all cement related. It was heavy work. It was work. But it was $11 an hour, and at that moment, it was kind of the highest paying ticket, one of the best tickets to have through LaborWorks. Now, I broke my foot out there. I broke my foot on the job site. Fucking worked the last 2 hours of my day. Walked out of work. Got in the LaborWorks van, or the driver's van that, drove us all out there. And I mean, there was like 24 motherfuckers going out there. And that's another thing. LaborWorks knowingly allowed one man to drive 20 some odd individuals in a 12-passenger van from Hamilton, Ohio to Brookville, Indiana. All right, that's a haul. I mean, first off, it was dangerous. My seat was a bucket sitting right next to the fucking, back door. Not the back door, like the cargo bay type shit, but, the side doors of that shit. And I got asked by motherfuckers all the time, like, Boogie, why the fuck why are you even willing to sit there? I knew it was risky. You know what I mean? But LaborWorks knew what they were doing. LaborWorks knew the condition of that van. And I'll show you all the van tomorrow because it's still a raggedy piece of shit. I told everybody that's the money seat. If something happened where, we hit a bump, that door popped open and my ass fell out of it, LaborWorks would have been fucked. You know what I mean? Knowingly putting you in that situation, I'm not scared to risk it because either one or two things going to happen. I'm either going to get my nice comfy box and get put in the fucking ground and I have to worry about this shit no more. Or I'm going to hit a fucking nice little payday because of their fuck up. Now, they even got a sign on the wall, and again, I'll show this tomorrow. It says, our insurance provider requires that all passengers wear their seatbelt. Now, I do not agree with that because I know that the seatbelt law is unconstitutional. It's fucking fraudulent. It's bullshit. But they know that people are just going to go in there, throw down that little $75 and, comply. That is the word. Because it's easier to comply than it is to fucking fight. And that's where our nation has gotten to. But I mean, that's a whole nother fucking thing anyway. But I broke my foot out there, climbed back in the van, rode back to LaborWorks, walked in, got my check. And that's why LaborWorks is so hard to get away from, by the way. Like, for those of you that don't know LaborWorks, when you hit that fucking bottom and you have to go into LaborWorks as the only means of an income, right that second. When I started there 9 years ago, I said I was making $50 a day. I was fucking skidding. I was running around this fucking factory called Software Packaging Associates. We call it SPA. But run around this motherfucker to make $50 fucking dollars. Now, it is what it is. I still had to survive. I still had to be able to pay bills. I still had to be able to, live my life. And, I'm not going to lie, I utilize weed like most motherfuckers utilize a 6-pack of beer. I don't like to drink. I do on occasion. But I'd rather get off work, fucking light me up a fucking joint, and kick back and, hit that fuck it mode. Like, yeah, man, that sucked today, but fuck it, because I don't give a shit, right? Well, anyway. They knowingly put people in dangerous situations. They know that most of their drivers do not have driver's licenses, which, is a whole another thing. But still, we run off of their corporate policy at the moment. This is all about LaborWorks. This whole channel, every video I make, is going to be about the bullshit they pull. They know that their drivers that are driving you to a job site don't have a license. They have locked the bathroom down. Fuck. Again, like mid-March, somewhere around there this year, and it ain't been unlocked since. I believe they lie to motherfuckers and tell them, oh yeah, all you gotta do is ask for the key. The fuck you do, man. Them motherfuckers ain't never gonna let nobody in that bathroom again. I wish I could get in that motherfucker and show you what condition this motherfucker's been in since I started there in 2010. Now, I said about 9 years. I mean, we in November now, about to be December, and well, it's 2018. You feel me? So fuck it, just round up. But problem with me and her started. I broke my foot when I went and got my check. They were locking up for the night, and Steve, was coming out to lock up the back door where we enter and exit at. Well, Steve asked me if I was all right. I said, boss, I said, look, I said, I'm not quite sure. I said, I landed on my foot wrong today. I said, it's been hurting since. I said, I'm not going to go to the hospital tonight. I said, but if I can't put pressure on it in the morning, I'm going to go to the ER because I believe I broke my foot. I ain't never broken a bone except my left collarbone, and that was as a child, so I really don't remember that feel. Well, next morning, got with pressure on the foot. Went to the hospital. They took an x-ray of my foot. Yeah, I broke my left foot. They put me in a splint. I denied all medication. I believe they wrote me a prescription for some inflammatory shit, for the inflammation in my foot to keep it from swelling. And I didn't even feel that shit. It went straight in the trash. Like I said, I do not trust pharmaceuticals. I called LaborWorks. Now, like I said, Steve's a good guy. Steve sent somebody that was at LaborWorks. I'm going to try to say no names other than the management. So if I do slip up, I do apologize, y'all. But sent them over out there to pick me up. I told them, I got a little bit of gas money. Just, I need to ride back from the hospital because I Googled it, and it's a 2-mile hike or some shit like that. I was like, I'm on crutches. That's a long way to go on crutches, and yeah, fuck you, I ain't doing it. Well, dude took me back to LaborWorks. I went in, gave LaborWorks my motherfucking hospital paperwork, saying that I broke my foot. Now the doctor had asked me, how long do you want off work? I told her as little as possible. She wrote me, she said that I was cleared to go back to work the following Monday because she would at least want me to take the next 5 days to let it rest, right? So I thought, sit out for a few days, blah, 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 blah. I had an appointment with I forget what they call them. The dude who decides whether you're going to get casted or not, and blah, blah, blah. Well, anyway, long story short, I was only able to fully, Steve told me first off, I was like, hey, when I went in that day, I was like, look, I said, Steve, I can't go without an income. I said, especially on a broken foot. I said, I'm going to have to keep up on my half of the hotel room because I was sharing a hotel room with somebody. I said, I'm going to have to be able to feed myself. I'm going to have to be able to, buy my cigarettes and my Mountain Dew. That's my bare minimum. And I've always, not always, but I'm a silver lining kind of motherfucker. I got a pack of cigarettes in my pocket, a 2-liter of Mountain Dew, and a joint. It's a great motherfucking day. If I just got cigarettes, it's an alright day. If I got my Mountain Dew, it's a little bit better than if I just got my cigarettes. But Steve said, I was like, if possible, because I never, demand anything except mutual respect. Give me minimum human respect. Just respect the fact that I'm a living, breathing, human motherfucking being, and I'm not a goddamn machine, and I'm not your pet, I'm not your slave, I'm not your property. I belong to nobody. I am me. I told him, I was like, if I can't go back out to my job until my foot's better, I said, I need at least light labor, maybe some like office work, or, let me come in to sweep up the floor, something. I said, let me make my 50 a day to where I get my $250 a week, because, half of a hotel room for a 2-bed, for 2 motherfuckers splitting it, roughly about $270 a week here in Hamilton. Oh, and I say roughly because fuck, all 3 of them vary, it's a little bit higher or lower. And honestly, The one, they just remodeled a bunch of the rooms, and they do look nice. The other one's a fucking shithole. And that's the one right by Labor Works. I mean, fuck, you go in there and it looks like you done walked in a fucking Crackville. Fucking busted up walls, fucking sinks duct taped to the fucking, bathroom wall. And it's just a disgusting fucking place. And I don't judge anybody for having to live there, because fuck, I've had to live there too. So don't take it like that. But we all know that motherfucker foul. Anywho, Steve said, I got you, Boog. He goes, we'll look out for you. I said, good looking. Because like I said earlier, I do smoke pot. I do utilize meth. At that moment in time, I don't use my drugs at work. I mean, yeah, I might smoke a joint at fucking lunch, but that's not a drug to me. Fucking weed is a damn fucking plant. And the definition of a drug is a motherfucking a man-made mind or body altering chemical or some shit like that. I don't fucking know. I just had a brain fart. But y'all know what the fuck I'm saying. Weed ain't no damn drug. Weed is just weed. It grow out the ground like that. Only thing I gotta do is put a seed in the ground. It grow like that. I can pick it, put it in a fucking pipe, and smoke it. So, fuck you. Man ain't got nothing to do with weed. Anyway, Steve said they'd look out. First day I went in there, didn't look out. Second day I went in there, didn't look out. Third, fourth, fifth day I went in there, didn't look out. I lost my hotel room and literally had to go sleep on the streets. And it was still cold at that time. So, I mean, it could have been, late February, but I don't think so. I want to say we were still cold through March this year. I ain't gonna lie, I don't retain information like that for too long, because timelines really don't matter to me. A day is just a day, and it's going to be the same as yesterday, most likely, except it might be a little bit better, a little bit worse. Fucking carrying all your belongings, which I really don't carry much. I don't keep much. I had a load of laundry, so 3-4 pairs of pants, maybe 5-6 shirts, boxer socks, hygiene products, you know what I mean? But trying to carry all that around. Oh, and I did have an Xbox 360 because I bought it with my income tax. Same way I paid for the hotel room, same way I used as the medicine for my broken foot, which is a half ounce of weed. Some really good shit. I smoked that shit until I forgot I had a foot. Well, I didn't want to give the Xbox up because I just bought it, man. I mean, I know it ain't nothing new. It's not like it was fresh, but I love Skyrim. You can give me Skyrim in Arkham fucking City and it's done. Like, I don't really have to fucking utilize any other game. I can just chill out in those two worlds and mainly Skyrim. I love Skyrim. I'll never get tired of playing that motherfucker. If I could, I'd have a motherfucking TV set up here in the damn woods with a fucking 360 hooked up to it and be running around and, fucking slaughtering people with an axe on Skyrim. But anyway, I spent the next 3 or 4 days sleeping outside, wandering around Hamilton on crutches and crutches and all my shit on my back. One morning I woke up damn near in tears because my fucking foot was just that. I mean, it was frozen, man. Like, I swear to God, it felt like somebody, like Mr. Freeze from Batman, came up and just hit my ass with his ice gun and froze that motherfucker into a block of ice. I went up to Labor Works to try to plead with him, Labor Works, a company that I've gone above and beyond for. I've worked double shifts for these motherfuckers. Now, I'm talking when you work a double shift at Labor Works, you ain't never, ever outside of work. You at work at 4:30 a.m. because what? You get off from the second shift job, probably 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. Or you go right back to Labor Works because you gotta go back out on first. I did that shit for 3 weeks, 4 weeks. You know what I mean? I busted ass. I'm not saying I'm the only one who ever did. Just saying, I feel that I've earned my motherfucking place there. I've earned my right to say I deserve a decent wage. You know what I mean? Don't send me out to these fucking little dope fiend. I'm sorry. Like I don't. Okay. Don't send me out to these little bitch ass jobs where you got me standing on a line, putting a sticker on a box for minimum wage. Because first off, I like to move, I like to work. And that just, I mean, I'll do it if I have to, but fuck, come on, dude. That sounds boring, don't it? You gotta take this little sticker off and make sure it goes perfectly in this little ass. When I say fucking little, I mean like maybe like that big, smaller, little ass fucking stickers. Oh, anywho, I went up Labor Wars and I told Steve, I said, look, Steve, I said, my foot is getting bad. As I wasn't breaking more, I wasn't putting pressure on it, but my foot was literally blue and yellow. Like, if I would have continued to sleep outside, if it would not been for Scott Sam, see, I did it right there. But I wanted to give him his acknowledgement. It was not for him inviting me into his hotel room and put me up and help me out, you know what I mean? I would have probably got my foot cut off earlier this year, and I wouldn't be going to work. Actually, yeah, I probably would. I would have probably gotten a prosthetic and be like, fuck it, man. I'll do what everybody else does at Labor Wars, or at least most of them that I know of. I'll get an SSI check and still go get my 40 hours a week and still get my $50 a day. Because now the government's paying for my home. I get food stamps to pay for my food, and that $50 a day could go towards a quarter bag of weed a day. And I'd love that. I'd also have to utilize it on cigarettes, Mountain Dew, so at least an eighth a day. Fuck, still not bad. A lot more than I get to smoke now. Well, I pled, and I don't fucking beg nobody, but I pled fucking Steve to do something to help me so I did not lose my foot. What the? Oh, there's a fucking squirrel right there. I don't know if y'all see him. Oh, motherfucker just scared the shit out of me. I thought somebody coming running up behind my ass. Well, anyway. Fucking, Jen felt a certain type of way, right? I'm sitting in there and I'm feeling down and I'm feeling worthless and all this shit. And I hear fucking somebody on the other side of the wall. Because, I mean, they stand behind a wall and fucking talk to us. I don't stand up on the wall. I mean, sure, you gotta look up to, make eye contact with them. There's somebody go, who's that? And Jen had the nerve and the audacity to say these words. Oh, it's just a homeless dope fiend who comes here and hangs out. Now, instantly, I stood the fuck up. I said, excuse me, ma'am, because I will try to be as respectful as I can in every situation. I try not to disrespect people. Because, I mean, fuck, man, nobody like to be disrespected. Nobody like to be called out their name. I was like, excuse me, ma'am. I said, first off, my living condition is not yours to share with people. And I don't consider myself homeless. I mean, yeah, I do understand that's the term when, you ain't got an apartment or you ain't got a house or a trailer or whatever. But I prefer the term shelterly challenged. Because I may not have the same shelter every night. I may not fucking have an adequate shelter every night. But if I need a roof over my head or something to keep me out of the element, I will make it. I don't give a fuck if it's just leaning a pallet against a fucking dumpster and putting a tarp over it. I will utilize something. I will always give myself some type of shelter. And honestly, I'm the type of motherfucker. I can lay down in Labor Wars parking lot, and I know, like I said, anybody who's sitting here watching this that knows me from Labor Wars, goes there yourself. Y'all have seen me. Every single one of you motherfuckers have seen me at some point in time over these last 9 years passed out in the motherfucking parking lot. Because I was like, fuck it, I ain't got nothing else to do. I'm just going to go up there and sit because it's already 2 a.m. They'll be opening in 2.5 hours. Might as well just be there, right? Lay down in the fucking parking space with my head on the curb. Pass the fuck out. And I sleep like I'm dead. I was like, and another thing, this is back to Jen again. I was like, I prefer the term shelterly challenged. I said, and I am not a dope fiend. I said, first off, I do not fiend for drugs. I mean, yes, they are nice to have. I mean, they're very utilizable and very useful. But I do not fiend for shit. I said, I am a pothead who likes to fucking speed. And this bitch gave me this crazy ass look like, I can't believe you just told me that. Motherfucker, first off, it's Labor Works. If you ain't on something when you end up at Labor Works, you gonna be on something. Because fuck, that place will beat your spirit down. And I think that's what it's designed for. But, I'm not. That was first offense. Second offense, I went in there, talked to Steve one day, and he dipped out the door. He dipped out the fucking front, man. Like, I don't know if he had to go pick somebody up from a job site, or he just decided to leave because he didn't want to deal with me, or, want to have to look me in the eye and tell me that they weren't going to look out for me like he said they were. And the reason this pissed me off is years ago, there was a guy broke his foot over the weekend. We all knew it. He had a broken foot when he came in on Monday. He went out to a job site and said he broke it there. Labor Works let him work in the office for the next month until he got his cast, right? Motherfucker making his 50 a day, just sitting around bullshitting with him, basically. I don't think he ever actually did any work while he was there. I think he took out trash, shit like that. Once he got the cast, this man came in only every Friday at 3 for the next 3 months and picked up a 40-hour check. Never had to work. They just paid him. Because he needed an income to survive. And when I brought that up, I was like, Steve, I've watched y'all look out for dope fiends, man. Like, seriously look out for dope fiends. I said, and you're going to fuck me. When you don't send me out to work, I don't cuss you out. I don't get an attitude. Yeah, I'm upset. You might get a certain type of look, man. Fucking for real. You might say fuck Labor Works, take my little walk of shame ass on. But I've never brought them grief for not being able to work me. I've never really questioned them because I ain't stupid. Man, you rock the boat too much, you end up fucking yourself. So I try to remain under the radar on that type of shit. Well, I went in Labor Works one day because Steve wasn't returning my calls. Wouldn't get on the phone with me. Jen won't even put him on the phone if you call Labor Works. If you say, I need to talk to Steve, she'll go, he's busy, but I can help. You are not the management lady. You are a dispatcher. Do your job and stay in your place. I'm tired of you acting like you queen. Anyway, I'm sitting out there. I sat inside Labor Works that day for 10 fucking hours. From 4:30 in the morning until, hold on, see, about 1:30, 2 o'clock. Jen popped up on the wall and goes, why are you still here? I replied, ma'am, I'm waiting to speak to my boss. Her reply, I am your boss. My reply, no disrespect, ma'am. I said it earlier, no disrespect, You've been here 3 weeks. I will never call you my boss, especially the way you feel that you get, just because you behind that wall, you get to speak to me like I'm less than. Now, a thing that I live my life on is I am not above anybody and I am not below anybody. But when it comes to a job, I feel that certain people have earned a spot. Some people have proven themselves to be utilizable. I saved a company for Labor Works roughly about $24,000 in labor alone, because when I started working with them, they had 5 motherfuckers working with me and 4 others. Well, them motherfuckers wasn't worth shit. I take that back. They probably all was if it was a job that they wanted to do, blah, 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 blah. But that one, no. I was getting really no help. For every 1 skid they completed, I was doing like 5. So eventually I went over to the boss man. I said, hey, bro. I said, look. I said, I don't mind busting my ass. I said, I don't mind working. I said, but I hate it when motherfuckers get to sit around and they attempts to and watch me work and make the same pay as me. I said, so if you would like me to keep doing my job and keep coming out here, I simply ask that you let me do this job alone. That man told me, he was, you can't do that job alone. I said, if I fail, give me 1 week. If I fail, you can have my paychecks. I said, because I'm that confident in it. I did that shit by myself for the next, several months. Well, when I found out that the man that was just dumping trash in the compactor and pushing a button, was making $10 an hour. I had a real big problem with that one. I went to the boss and I said, hey, look, I said, I want 9 an hour. My bad, I really suck at fucking camera angles, but I still thought I saw somebody creeping around, but I said, pay me 9. This man laughed at me. I said, we're not gonna give you 9. $9 an hour. That ain't fucking livable for shit. Not even here in shitty ass little Hamilton. So I told him. I said, well, on that note, and I mean, like I said, this was a couple years ago anyway, but I told that boss man, I said, well, I will not be back on Monday. It was about late October. And he goes, can you afford to quit your job right now with it getting cold outside? I said, you know what? I said, I would rather freeze to death on the sidewalk without a cigarette, a Mountain Dew, or a joint than to come back in here one more day and be your bitch for nothing. And you think you just going minimum wage, a motherfucker. I believe a hard worker should get paid. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I need 25 an hour. I'm not saying I need 50 an hour. I'm not saying I need 5,000 a week or nothing like that. But fuck, $250 a week. You can't do anything, especially when you alone, especially when it's only you. So I quit that job. But once I spoke those words to Jen that she was not my boss, this bitch made it her personal vendetta to prove to me that she did control my livelihood. Now, 10 days after I broke my foot, I was back in labor wars. I pulled the splint off because I couldn't do it anymore. I could not let them use me being in a splint as an excuse on why I wasn't being worked anymore. I needed income. I walked from the budget hotel in Fairfield to mother labor works, helping my homie carry half his shit. Well, not half, but I was carrying part of his shit. And trust me, that was a miserable walk. Well, I got there, and their little rule is you have to be there an hour before your shift starts or you will be replaced. I've never seen them utilize that policy. I've watched motherfuckers walk in, jobs right down the street, maybe 7-minute commute. I watched motherfuckers walk in 20 minutes before they're supposed to go, get handed a ticket, walk right back out, get in their car and roll. Now, do what you want, say what you want. But you want to tell me, oh, well, these are the rules, these are our corporate policies, then fucking follow them for everybody. Because if a rule don't apply to everybody, fucking rule is fucking meaningless. Well, I ended up getting into it with Steve. And dude, that's fucked up. You look out for dope fiends. I've seen labor wars look out for dope fiends. And Steve's reply to me was, Boogie, we're a legit company now. We're under new management. And I laughed at that. I said, Labor Works hasn't been fucking legit since the day it fucking opened its goddamn doors. Well, at the time, I was staying up in Hamilton's Tent City, which is probably where a lot of you, if you watch the news and shit, and I was the only one willing to talk to Channel 9 when they came up after Tent City was shut down. And, I don't give a fuck. I'll answer any question honestly. I will tell you my opinion. I will give you my thoughts. I will fucking tell you my fucking philosophies. But we can sit there and hash about which is better. Fucking ketchup or mustard. I don't give a fuck at the end. It's just something to do half the time. When he said to me that we're a legit company now, that pissed me off. Unless there's somebody who actually needs the help, that don't go stay with mommy and daddy, or don't got somebody else I stay with and I ain't got to give them all my money at the end of the day. By the way, if you work and you only making $50 a day, that's not even enough to rent a fucking hotel room in Hamilton. Alright? It's $55 a day, and that's with a $5 key deposit. And if you're making a daily check and you wasn't able to put back that in weekly pay or that, you know, amount to keep your hotel room for the week, you went to work in the morning, you come back from work, your hotel room dead bolted. You'd have to go to the office, give them your fucking check just to fucking be let back in your room so you could stretch it on that bed and just go, oh. After so long, man, that shit gets dumb and boring as all dog hell. That's why I look at it. Why am I gonna break my back, bust my ass, work my ass off, just to hand half my monthly fucking income, if not more, over to some motherfucker because I'm renting an apartment from him, or I'm renting a sleep room, or whatever I'm doing. And on my days off, I don't even want to be there. But I'm too broke to go anywhere else. You go out in the world, it costs money 9 times out of 10 just to step out your door. Because you gonna be looking at something, you gonna need something, you gonna be walking down the street. My bad, I'm halfway tired. But oh fuck, I lost damn fucking train of thought. Anywho, I'm wrapping this up. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day with it and get prepared for, the fun that's gonna be tomorrow. And I'll show y'all how fucked up Labor Wars actually treats people. Oh, and by the way, after I was interviewed by Channel 9 and it aired on the news, that was about 2 months ago, 6 weeks ago, something like that. I've only been worked max 7 fucking times. I've had 1 week of income, and it was sporadic, like a Monday here, a Tuesday there, a Friday there. It was nothing consistent because she was still wanting to play her little power trip. I'm talking about Jen. So, once they shut Tent City down and we all had to get the fuck off the hill, well, that's all well and good. Most of the people went to hotel rooms. Most of the people went, back to family or some friends or whatever they went, wherever they went. I hope y'all doing good for real. Not everybody up on the hill, was a dope fiend, was a bad motherfucker. There was a lot of decent people that were up there. But I do hope y'all doing good, just in case you ever come across this. And hit me in line, because fuck it, we used to kick it up there and bullshit. Well, I'd like to bullshit again. A week of work in a month and a half to 2 months. You can't even keep cigarettes with that. You can't do a damn fucking thing. And I did not have an ID going up to Tent City. You know what I mean? When I first went up there and started staying, I didn't have an ID. I had lost my shit. No, I take that back. I lost my shit last year, but I got it back earlier this year. A friend up there at the hill asked me, because his tent was too small, if one of his female friends, who was, she barely legal type shit, a little 19-year-old shit, she was fighting with her boyfriend, asked me if she could sleep in my tent with me that night. And it would be a favor to him, and he'd smoke a blunt with me or something tomorrow. It was something stupid. I was like, you ain't got to worry about smoking with me. If she need a place to crash, you see me let people crash in my tent, and if I don't want to sleep in there with them, type shit, like either it's a dude or it's a couple or it's just some chick that I find, like, you can have fuck. You can have my tent. My first 2 weeks in Tent City, I probably slept in my tent maybe 4 times. Somebody else was always in it. Somebody else needed it. And like I said, I got no problem sleeping outside. Well, this chick stole my wallet. In my wallet were the last 3 pictures of my kids that I had. The last school pictures, my 2 girls and my boy. My social security card, my birth certificate, which I know you ain't supposed to carry in your wallet, but fuck, it ain't like I got a fucking floor safe I can stash it in. And 2 fucking prepaid debit cards that had nothing on them. There was no cash in this wallet. Now, if she wanted to open up my wallet and take the fucking cards, I mean, yeah, I would have been, kind of booty hurt about it, but I wouldn't have been pissed about it. Well, fucking well, she took 2 cards that were blank. This bitch took my wallet, took my ID, social security card. The thing that fucking pisses me off, the pictures of my children. So now I couldn't go apply for a job. Now here in Ohio, I don't know how it works everywhere else, but they won't give you your ID when you go to the BMV anymore. They mail it to you. If you do not have proof of residence, you can't get it mailed to you. Fucking your social security card, same way. Mail it to you. But, so, I went through the struggle. I decided, well, fuck it. I'll kick it up here in Tent City. I'll party the summer away. And I pretty much did. It was a fun time. It was a shitty time. It was good come with the bad. Well, it's now November. It's awfully cold. Not awfully cold all the time. And today ain't been too bad, but I ain't been working. I said if it wasn't for the few decent people I know in the city looking out, let me do laundry or, meet me at the laundromat and helping them out, which I hate asking for help, by the way. It makes me feel like I'm useless. I'd be sitting here in dirty ass clothes right now, probably not want to make this video because I'd be scared to death that y'all could smell me through the screen. But what I'm getting at is, Jen has held a vendetta against me. And ever since I did the interview with Channel 9, LaborWorks has refused to work me. Now, you can say I'm not blacklisted. They can play the politic bullshit all they want, but I ain't stupid. I ain't gone this long without fucking work through LaborWorks on a consistent basis in years, like ever. And now all of a sudden it's happening. When I walk in the door, Steve, Amber, who used to be a manager, Patrick, Bill, all used to go, "Hey, how's it going today, Boogie?" They acknowledged me. They knew me right off sight. Now these motherfuckers act like, "Oh, we didn't even know you was here." Really? I put my name on the fucking sign-in sheet. I don't really look all that different. I'm still the same ugly motherfucker I was 9 years ago. So I'm done playing their fucking games. They want to keep me out of work, that's fine. They want to fucking sit there and, fuck my world, that's fine. I had a boss once tell me, "I don't think you've ever heard the saying that shit rolls downhill." And no, I've heard that my whole life, The man at the top yells at the man below him, he yells at the man below him, he yells at the man, and it eventually trickled down to the peon and, the mean-nothing employee. And they get yelled at by, the supervisor. The problem I have with that saying is, nobody ever once told me that fucking while that shit's rolling down that hill and eventually gonna smack me in the face, nobody ever said I couldn't be at the bottom with a potato launcher, stuffing that shit right in that motherfucking cannon and shooting it back up top. Because you disrespect me, I don't give a fuck if you were my boss. You speak down to me. You speak like you were superior to me. I don't give a fuck if you, like I said, I don't give a fuck if you're my supervisor. You are not superior to me. You are not better than me because you get to supervise the line of putting stickers on a box. Treat me like I'm a goddamn human being. Speak to me like a decent motherfucker, and you will be spoke to like a decent motherfucker. Speak to me out of line, and you gonna get cussed the fuck out. I'm gonna tell you what I think about you and blah, 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 blah. So, I can't say that anything's gonna come of any of this. I can't say that fucking anything's actually gonna happen that I would like to happen. But what I would really like to come of all this is LaborWorks be put in their motherfucking place. Fucking be made to acknowledge that they are violating people and using them as they are fucking property. Fucking, and it needs to fucking end. This oppression bullshit. And I'm not talking about just from the government, man. I mean, what they do is what they do, and I probably ain't never, ever, ever, ever gonna be able to stop them motherfuckers. But when a motherfucker that is not even, if we standing on a fucking escalator and you standing on the step above me, right in front of me, and you feel that now you king of me because the motherfucker on the step in front of you feel he get king of you, fucker, don't bring that shit to me. Fucking you don't own me, and I will remind you of that real motherfucking quick. So I'm going to air LaborWorks' bullshit. I'm going to show how the bathroom's been locked down. If I gain access to that bathroom, I'm going to show you how the urinal has been as had a trash bag taped over it since 2010. Fucking never been fixed, never even been attempted. There has never even been fucking hand soap in the soap dispenser in the 9 years that I've been there. And I've asked if we could get some hand soap, and they laugh at you. Like, oh, why is a dirty dope fiend need you? I'm tired of that fucking label. Just because I got to go to LaborWorks does not make me a dope fiend. You know what I mean? It makes me a down on my luck motherfucker who needs a little bit of cash, because without it, I ain't going nowhere. My world stops. If anybody's ever had to go without money for any period of time, and you ain't got family, you know, giving you money or, you know, doing this for you, or doing that, or your world stops. And when your world stops, it's really shitty to sit there and watch the world go by. So they have cost me my livelihood. They've cost me my means of making an income, all out of spite, all because I said that you couldn't make a livable wage at LaborWorks and get ahead. Once you fell in that rut, you was pretty much stuck. So my goal is payback's a bitch. I want to cost them their livelihood. I want to show the world the way that they, or not, maybe not even the world, maybe just, you know, motherfucking other motherfuckers in Hamilton that ain't never had to go to LaborWorks. I'm making these videos to prove that these people are not fit, especially Jen. I mean, like I said, Steve's alright, but I mean, he got his moments too. But I ain't never really had problems with Steve. Jen is not fit to work where she has any type of authority over anybody. She's a mean, hateful, sorry sack of motherfucking human flesh. And I'm going to end with that one. Yeah. So, y'all stay safe, stay warm. This world's fucking crazy. Whoop whoop to the fam. And, you know, I'll see y'all tomorrow morning.